There's a quiet kind of strength that comes from loving your wife the way she deserves to be loved. A strength that doesn't shout, doesn't boast, but silently transforms everything it touches. In the hustle of life, in the pressure to provide, achieve, and succeed, it's easy for men to forget that the greatest legacy they can leave is not just in accomplishments or accolades, but in the way they cherished the woman who stood beside them when they had nothing, who believed in them when they doubted themselves, who stayed when the world walked away. Loving your wife isn't just about grand gestures or social media posts. It's about showing up. It's about choosing her every single day, even on the days when you feel tired, misunderstood, or overwhelmed. Because when you truly love your wife, not just in words, but in actions, you will see your entire life begin to shift. Loving your wife means seeing her not just as your partner, but as your mirror. The way you speak to her, the way you hold her, the way you treat her, it reflects who you are. A woman's heart is tender, yet incredibly strong. When you love her well, she blossoms. She becomes more of who she truly is, and in return, she gives you a kind of love that the world cannot replicate. Pure, patient, nurturing, fierce. She becomes your peace in chaos, your comfort in pain, your joy in sorrow. Her love, when protected and honored, becomes the foundation that holds your entire world together. You might not realize it at first, but when you start pouring into your wife's heart, you're really pouring into your own future. So many men search for fulfillment in careers, material things, or recognition, yet remain restless. But fulfillment doesn't come from status. It comes from connection, from knowing that the person who sees every flaw, every fear, every failure, still chooses to stand by you. When you love your wife with intention and consistency, you anchor your home. You create a space where your children feel secure, where your soul finds rest, where love becomes the culture and not just a concept. She is not just your wife. She is your teammate, your confidant, your safe place. And when you truly understand that, your entire perspective on success begins to change. To love your wife is to protect her, not just physically, but emotionally. It means listening when she's silent and hearing what's behind her words. It means making her feel seen, not just glanced at. It's in the way you put down your phone when she walks into the room, the way you make time even when you have none, the way you hold her like she's still your greatest treasure, because she is. Time may pass, children may grow, jobs may change, but her place in your heart should remain sacred. When you love her well, you water the roots of your marriage, and everything else grows from there. Loving your wife means choosing humility over ego. It means apologizing first, forgiving freely, serving her not out of obligation, but out of joy. It means being her protector, not her prison, her leader, not her controller, her supporter, not her critic. Love is not about dominance. It's about devotion. Real men don't need to prove they're strong by raising their voice or holding grudges. Real men lead with love. They cherish, they uplift. They provide not just financial support, but emotional safety. And here's the beautiful truth. When you love your wife intentionally, she becomes your greatest source of strength. A woman who feels loved is a woman who will pour everything she has into her husband. She will fight for you, pray for you, stand beside you when the storms hit. Her heart becomes a fire that fuels your dreams. Her belief in you becomes the wind behind your wings. And when life knocks you down, it's her love that will remind you who you are. Maybe you didn't grow up seeing that kind of love. Maybe no one showed you how to love a woman with gentleness and strength. Maybe you've made mistakes. That's okay. The beauty of love is that it's not about perfection. It's about presence. Every day you get a new chance to choose her, to learn, to grow, to say, I see you, I love you, I'm not going anywhere. You don't have to be the perfect husband. You just have to be present, honest and committed to loving her better each day. Don't wait for a holiday to show her she matters. Don't wait for a fight to realize what you could lose. Don't assume she knows how much you care. Tell her. Show her. Love her in the little things, the way you greet her when she walks in, the way you notice her favorite coffee, the way you sit close even when words aren't needed. Those small moments build a life. They build trust. They build a bond that withstands the hardest days. You may not always have the right words. You may not always get it right. But never stop trying. Never stop loving her intentionally. Never stop choosing her again and again, especially when life feels heavy. Because love isn't just a feeling. It's a commitment, a daily vow to show up, to fight for each other, to grow together. And when you do that, when you make loving your wife a priority, you will see every other area of your life begin to change. You will feel more grounded, more peaceful, more fulfilled. Loving your wife is one of the most powerful decisions you'll ever make. Not just because of what it gives her, but because of what it gives you. It reminds you of what truly matters. It brings your heart back home. It softens your edges, sharpens your purpose, and fills your life with a kind of richness that money can't buy. Love her well, not because she's perfect, but because she's yours. Because she chooses you every day. Because behind every strong man is not just a good woman, but a loved woman. So love your wife. Love her when it's easy. Love her when it's hard. Love her in the quiet and the chaos, in the routine and the extraordinary. Love her like it's your greatest mission. Because it is. And watch how that love transforms everything. Your home, your spirit, your future. Love your wife, and it will change your life forever.